there's bad flooding here. A big bridge that cars go over has collapsed. But yeah, so I'm now stranded and alone in the middle of a cyclone. This is becoming quite terrifying now. No one has internet, no one has phone signal. I don't have enough cash for a hotel because all the electricity has just went off all over the town. So I'm currently in Leh Lake. I have a flight from Yangon that leaves at 5:30 p.m. today. I was meant to get a night bus to Yangon to arrive this morning, last night. I waited for 2 hours at the bus station and then found out the bus was cancelled because there's bad flooding here. So the buses are also cancelled today. The phone lines have been cut off and there's no internet like anywhere. So I can't contact anyone to like let them know what's happening. I can't check if there's any flights today from Yangon to Bangkok or Mandalay to Bangkok. I'm just like stuck. Okay, so I just tried to hitchhike to the airport and we got to this road, maybe like 40 minutes from the airport, and the road is closed to the airport because it's like 5 feet high floods. Like you can't drive across it at all. So I'm now back in the town that I was in before. I managed to hitchhike with this American couple. But yeah, so I'm now stranded and alone in the middle of a cyclone in this town, trying to find my way back to the hotel that I was in before. My friends were hitchhiking to Kalaw and they couldn't get there either. Jesus. I'm trying to walk through this flood. Yeah, they couldn't get there because of the same road that's closed. And it's going to be like this for at least 2 days. I don't have any internet, nowhere has any Wi-Fi. The phone, I nearly slipped in a flood. The phone signal has been cut. This is what we're dealing with right now. And yeah, I have no way of contacting anyone. So here we are lost and alone in a cyclone. Okay, so this is becoming quite terrifying now. No one has internet, no one has phone signal. I don't have enough cash for a hotel, for the hotels that are open. And I have no idea where my friends are. And it's like 6:30 at night, it's dark, the street lamps aren't working because it's flooded. I have absolutely no idea what to do. I need to exchange money, but for some reason the bank looks closed. Okay, so I've managed to walk out of the flood and I'm still in the same town, but just in a place that's not flooded. It's really bad. It's like up to my hips. Everyone's evacuating. I'm trying to find my friends. I don't really have that much currency on me. I have maybe like a tenner, and the tenner I owe to the hotel that I stayed in last night. So really I have no money, but I have Thai baht that I can't exchange anywhere. I think I might try and go to Tonji today, like the city of Inle Lake, because I think that's on a hill, so I don't think it'll be flooded, and I think there'll probably be an exchange place there. And I'm starting to think that maybe my friends will also be in Tonji. And literally, I keep asking people if I can call my friends from their phone, but like all the phone lines have been cut. There's like no internet anywhere. No one has internet. So it's hard. And all my stuff's at the guest house that I stayed at last night. So I need to go back and get that, but it's so flooded. Like there's no way I can get it out of the town. Today's mission, try and contact my friends. Let my mum know that I'm okay, because my last message to her was like over 24 hours ago, and she was like, are you still going to New Zealand on the 13th? I was like, yeah, if I manage to get my flight in time, because there's been floods and now I'm in a cyclone. Definitely not getting that flight to New Zealand, which is a shame because I can't really afford another one. But here we are. So I have to walk back to my hotel. It's gonna take ages. hotel now. I'm just packing my stuff. The ground floor is totally flooded, so I'm gonna get my stuff, walk back through the flooded town and try and find like a hotel that's not flooded, or just something, try and contact my friends, try and get some internet, get a phone, get anything. I'm looking for like anything at this point. I have no money, like I only have Thai baht, I have no Myanmar chat. I can't really get anywhere outside of Nyaungswe, so I'm in this hotel room. They let me pay with baht. It's 1,000 baht a night. No electricity, no Wi-Fi. 2 beds, a shower that doesn't work. Like, yeah, I can't find a money exchange anywhere. I'm gonna try and go to Tonji tomorrow, but apparently there's really bad landslides and flooding, so most drivers aren't willing to go there, and there's no way to get to the airport, so I'm just kind of stuck here. Yeah, it's just dawning on me like how stuck I am. I was meant to be flying to New Zealand today, and now I have no idea what to do. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to charge my phone more, to be honest, because there's no electricity. After tomorrow, I have no idea what I'm doing. I keep playing Sudoku on my phone, but it's on like a 20% battery. I need to turn this phone off so that I have actually some battery in case of an emergency. Okay, goodbye. Hopefully the next time I speak to you, I will have Wi-Fi and be able to leave this town or find a money exchanger here. So good morning from a flooded bank. Not much change. So I stayed in that hotel last night. I woke up at I don't know what time this morning because I had no internet, no clock, no nothing. And I was just trying to get money exchanged or trying to go to Tonji or something, and I found this amazing guy literally just on the side of the road because I was trying to hitchhike to Tonji or Shenyang, but it wasn't working. And this guy was like, I can try and call my friend and see if he can exchange your Thai baht to chat, and I was like, that's amazing. But then his friend didn't want to because he didn't know the exchange rate, and we have no way of finding out the exchange rate because everything, there's no internet anywhere. And then he was like trying to call the bank, and it was calling, and they picked up, but the line was so bad that like nothing was happening. And I was like, do you mean the bank in Nyaungswe, like where I am now? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, I can just walk there, like I can walk through the flood, like it's fine, I've done it before. And he was like, yeah, go and do that, it's easier. So I walked through the flood. I was feeling pretty hopeless because I know that the bank is flooded, and I thought there would be no one here, and it looks like there's no one here. And I got here and I was like, hello, like shouting, and no one was answering. And so I stayed for like maybe 5 minutes. I started to have like a breakdown, like I started crying and stuff, just like in front of this flooded bank on my own. And then I decided to leave. And as I was walking back, I heard someone shout, hello. And I looked, and it was a woman on the roof of the bank, and she was like, money exchange? And I was like, yes. So I got some baht exchanged, a worse exchange rate than last time, but I don't care. Like I just needed a bit of cash so I can go and get some food. I still don't have internet or electricity anywhere, and I need to walk back through this flood, but it's fine. So because this town has loads of tomatoes, when it flooded, the tomatoes like went everywhere, and this family have made a really clever device to like get tomatoes out of the flood. Oh, it's making me so sad. There's more people being rescued down here. This is the temple. We're nearly, this is the rescue boat that rescued me yesterday. Yeah, this is like where the flood gets better. Like it's not up to my top anymore. But yeah, this monastery here is like where a lot of the villagers are like seeking asylum, like in the big halls. So yeah, they're hanging clothes there. Like, if they have to leave their houses, then they're sleeping in there. And yeah, they're making like big batches of food, like tomato salad and stuff.
Hello.
Hello. Minglaba. Okay, so I don't have much footage from the rest of these couple of days. Kind of scared to turn my phone on because we didn't really have electricity, so I couldn't charge it. But I bumped into this amazing family. Well, this mum who was an English teacher. She was Burmese. Her whole family and all her students were Burmese. So she was an English teacher, but not in a school. Just taught English from her home. And she invited me like to come for breakfast with her and her daughter, who's really sweet. She's like 5. We'll call her Summer for the sake of this video. But yeah, so she and Summer were like, "Oh, come to our house and you know, speak English to our students." So I met the students. We all had lunch together. It was super nice. Still no internet or no way of contacting anyone, but it was amazing to like just be with people and feel a little bit safer. So yeah, she welcomed me into her home. I met her students. They were amazing. And in the afternoon, we actually ended up going on like a little hike, like a cave. Just me and the students. The teacher stayed home. We had abu shabu for dinner, and they taught me how to cook. They taught me how to make tomato salad, tea leaf salad, like a chicken salad. What else did we make? Passion fruit juice. But that day I was going to go to one of the kids' schools that was still open and wasn't affected by the flood. But I was so desperate to get out and get internet connection, because I knew that my family would be worried. I hadn't contacted them in like 4 days, or any of my friends or anything. And I was asking around if there was internet connection anywhere. I was trying to get to Tonji, but none of the drivers would take me to Tonji because of the big checkpoint that was there. But I managed to get on like a bus to Ayutthaya. So I get to Ayutthaya and yeah, I go to the bus station. I'm like, "Is there a bus to Yangon?" They're like, "No." But this really kind lady who didn't speak any English, she took me to someone who did at the bus station. And I was like, "Can I get an Atom SIM here? Like, is there any internet?" And we went to the Atom shop and they put this SIM card in and notifications started coming through my phone and I was like screaming. I was like, "Oh my God." Had messages from like the British Embassy in Yangon. My mum had opened up a missing case. The person who was meant to be picking me up from the airport in New Zealand was like really worried about me. They'd been in contact with my mum. Had like loads of messages. My entire Facebook feed for like 2 days was like people looking for me and everything, but I had no way to contact them. I feel so awful for worrying everyone, but I just had absolutely no way of contacting anyone.